It's time for more scratches. I'm YourGibs. We just found the mystery room, and it was a baby room. Oh my goodness. We don't know the name of the child here, because the name was all erased or scratched out or whatever. But we do have a date, August 1961, so we're going to go back to the attic and do a little reading through the old newspapers. I'm so glad they kept old newspapers. I'm actually kind of curious, who else keeps old newspapers? Is that still a thing? I think my mother has like newspapers from like I'm trying to think here, like famous people, like the death of Elvis and Princess Diana, and you know, getting married and stuff like that. So I think she's got a bunch of stuff too. Probably a stack just like this, actually, now that I think about it. I know I don't keep any newspapers, but okay, let's go through it. I look for anything worthwhile news in edition of May. No, we want to go for anything in August. The Journal. Sad news hits our beloved town today, following an announcement that was received with rejoicing amongst many. The one of many illustrious members of our community, Mr. James Blackwood, was having a child soon. We now have to relate a macabre turn of events. The son that was being lovingly awaited by the Blackwood family died shortly after the delivery due to a strange ailment. Understandably, the information disclosed about this happening was succinct. It appears that Mrs. Catherine Blackwood was already suffering from pains in her stomach, probably an indication that there was something not healthy about her pregnancy. Dr. Christopher Milton, who attended the birth, assured us that he made every possible effort to ensure a safe delivery, but with bowed head, he said that the boy was already doomed ever since his conception. The cause of death has not been stated, but those few close to the Blackwood family have said there were serious complications during the delivery. Helping to relieve the somber news, Mrs. Blackwood was thankfully found to be out of danger. Her husband did not wish to comment about the event. Okay, so that's definitely creepy. My huge disappointment quickly gave way to an empty void feeling. Something wasn't right here. I began wondering if James Blackwood was somehow involved in the death of his son. Okay. So if that's the case, you know what that means to me? Time to go to the creepy room with all the African artifacts. Because once I think about James and not what he did to his family, I immediately go to that creepy room. So let's go. You know what? I'm going to go to that corner where that thing disappeared. A cabinet in the corner. And we're going to investigate. Hopefully we don't get caught with the scratches tonight. But I have a feeling that once we fall asleep... And clearly it's some exploring to do in this room. Yeah, indeed. Okay, we're going to go over here and check this thing out, because this is the thing that was missing. Most impressive. Yeah, look at those giant tusks. Good grief. Aren't those illegal to be kind of, you know, carrying around? Alright, well, let's start bashing at it then. That was pointless. Knifing it? Those are my only two real tools. No, I could hurt myself? Really? You crazy? The bottom of the case seemed to have some kind of panel. Aha. Found you. Wheels. So it can move. Guess what? We got oil. Oil that one up. Now I bet we can move the thing. Why did we look up there? Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy cow, another room. Good grief. No, back up here. I want to get in this room. The door was heavily barred and its appearance reminded me of something I had read. If there was some way I could remove those. Okay. Do I have anything? A hammer! I have a freaking hammer. Why would that not work? Yeah! Let's get in there, find out what's in the secret room! Another secret room! Back-to-back secret rooms, and I can't see a thing. We have a lamp, though. Lamps wasn't lit. Oh, we gotta light it. Wait. There we go. Cool. Now we have a light. So we have some sort of crazy mask in here. No, that's not what I want to do. And now looking at our African mask was positioned in the middle of the storage room. Crazy. Alright, so we don't need our lamp anymore. Now there was enough light, I extinguished the lamp to save the oil. What do we have here? Some papers. My recent researches on the Dalmar have shed some light upon their terrible activities. I understand now that the lack of existing information about them was not only a cause of their small size and rarity, but also a reluctance or rather superstitious attitude towards their nature. Even some of the most important historians of South Africa will refuse to mention their name, usually referring to them as the war tribe. After digging into some of the most obscure books I could find about the subject, I must admit now that reading them made me very nervous and uneasy, bringing back to the memory of those horrible acts I witnessed on that day. I can't understand why any human being, uncivilized or not, would behave in such a manner. War among savage tribes is of course a very common and recurring theme in history, but Dalmar, they went beyond war. Usually a tribe will engage in battle to conquer new territory, or perhaps defeat an enemy. They did it for the sole reason of destruction and extreme love for violence. The account of their actions is downright scary. They'd invade villages, slaughtering every inhabitant without regard for their sex or age. Men, women, children would inevitably perish by their fury and hate, which is, I think, the most unsettling element of their stories. They didn't use any weapons. They killed villagers with their bare hands and teeth, as if they were draining power from an unearthly source. I find it hard to believe this, and if I hadn't seen them with my own eyes, I'd say they were some kind of wild legend. While they'd slaughtered every living thing in the village, they'd burn it to the ground, every single construction or possession of the fallen villagers, proof that they definitely were not interested in conquering or even taking some advantage of the terrain. Their motives were mostly solely and purely by the incredible despisal of life and hatred towards anything that wasn't from their village. That is another curious thing. They somehow managed to sustain a constant population level, as if they controlled exactly the amount of people needed for their attack, but at the same time warrant survival using their few existing resources. I fear this wasn't some kind of wondrous organizational system, but rather an elimination process of a useless member or unnecessary child. I dare not think about it, but I'm afraid this would explain why they didn't need to hunt for food. They feasted upon themselves. Now I know what the mask I took stands for, and I shiver at the thought of it. I must confess I'm worried. I don't know why, but I fear for my life. Why would you take a creepy mask? Seriously, why would you do that? Alright, so we are now fully informed. That was a lovely little letter, and I don't know why. And now I'm looking after your mask. Yeah. Great. That's freaking great. So, clearly we have a problem. Because this mask is... yeah. Alright, well... I'm not sure what we want to do next, but... well, we'll just leave that there, just so we can... let's get back there quickly. Either that, or we're just leaving it open so it's easier for that demon to get out. Maybe it's time to sleep? I don't even know what time it is. Let's go check my bedroom. I'm feeling exhausted and... perhaps it was time to do some work. Oh, I was gonna sleep. Crap. Okay, time to do work. Hi, typewriter. Oh, we're typing. Cool. Type, type, type. Cool. Should I read this? Suddenly, she stopped and stood there, paralyzed, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the potentially dangerous situation. Surprisingly, there wasn't anything unusual or strange about the event. Little Kathy was hastily crossing the living room towards the huge oak door, her fancy black dress fluttering with every footstep. As the girl reached the dark knob, she turned to look back at Maria and urged her with a whisper to hurry up. But Maria, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her name, wasn't seeing Kathy. Her memories haunted her back and displaced the reality, giving room to the nightmarish vision that she had spent months trying to forget ever since her first visit to the old house. In her dream, she saw the little girl also wearing a black dress emerging from a passageway hidden in the door. She'd never actually managed to glimpse where the passage was, only saw the girl running towards her, her small face contorted in a horrible grimace. Maria quickly realized it was a twisted version of Kathy. She would know later her figure was then distorted by a veil of smoke. Whoa, I lost myself there. Her exact movements through the door, reaching for the knob, facing her back. There were too many coincidences to ignore. It wasn't a nightmare that she experienced that day, nor a ghost, something she refused to believe in, but was now willing to blindly embrace as if the truth. Given the shocking vividness of the vision, that ghosts would come from the past. What she'd seen came from Her thoughts were interrupted as a figure behind her cast a shadow across the doorstep. "You filthy liar, you betrayed me," groaned a deep voice. What is this? This is creepy. Okay, so we're writing. Okay. Can we sleep now? Still too early to sleep. Well, if in doubt, call Jerry. You know, that's true. When I run out of things to do, I've discovered 2 major secrets in a very short amount of time, so... Why is it dark down here? Or is that just my imagination? Whew, okay, good. I got myself turned around, didn't I? Back to the kitchen. No, we don't want to be here. We need to get to the telephone. Hey, Jer. Are you gonna make it today, or what's the story there, buddy? Starting to have suspicions that you're never going to show up here. Let's go and open this door here. What do you think? No, I don't want to be here. Crap. See, I came down the wrong way and now I'm lost. Oh, the clock. You know I'm nearby. Where is it? Okay, Jerry. Where the hell are you now? Bring me some whiskey. This place is creepy.
Yes?
Jerry, it's me. You won't believe what I've found here.
Try me.
It's about the happenings that led to the murder you told me about. There's an impressive backstory surrounding this place and many loose ends. It would seem nobody ever stumbled upon this.
Shouldn't you be working on your book?
Are you listening to me? James Blackwood was into some very weird stuff and possibly dangerous. Something tells me this case is much more complex than it was thought to be.
Why don't you inform the authorities? I'm sure they'll be dying to reopen a long-forgotten case about some crazy old psycho killing his wife.
No way. And miss all the fun? I'm doing this on my own. I wonder if those noises I heard have anything to do with this. Maybe James Blackwood was trying to hide something.
Like in that book, where an old man was guarding the entrance to hell. I bet this James Blackwood person had a doorway like that in his basement. Those dreadful noises must be the sounds of the damned coming for him.
Thanks a lot, Jerry.
Thanks, mate. That's been very helpful. Great to have friends like you.
No kidding.
Then stop talking about all this nonsense. Do you have any idea how crazy it sounds? You're a writer, not some fancy PI.
I'll get to the bottom of this. I know I will. I'm certain there's much more to James Blackwood than a simple act of murder.
Now you're sounding more morbid than usual. Simple act of murder? Oh goody. Just somebody died. Nothing to worry about. This isn't like you, Michael. This whole thing is really affecting you.
Stop being a drama queen. I'm a grown-up and I'm pretty aware of what I'm doing.
Fine. Go chase around the ghosts of James Blackwood. I'll stay here in the room.
I'll
Whoa.
let you know about my progress.
Wow. Cheeky Jerry is cheeky. Alright, I think it's time to go to sleep. Because I am exhausted. I've been climbing ropes, I've been sneaking into mysterious doorways, and not doorways, but rooms. Learning about babies that are dying, and strange masks, and good grief. I lay down on the bed. Something didn't feel right. Well, that's just freaking great. No, it's... Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's go outside and find out what's going on. Check here first, because this is where I had to check last time. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little worried. Oh, I don't want to open this door. Open sesame. Bah! Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Who took the mask? Did it like grow legs or something? Oh, crap. We gotta go down to the basement. Once again, I was awakened during a bizarre dream by those scratching noises. Are you insane? I'm dream walking now. Good grief. That was a nightmare? That was a freaking crazy ass nightmare. Let's go check on the mask. I'm afraid to check on the mask again, but we have to. Let's go check. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I don't want to check, but I have to check. Okay. Okay, good. Whoa, where am I? Oh, I thought I was glitching the wall or something. Uh-oh. Whoa, we had a bit of a strange little issue there. Now where do I go? Well, he did say that creepy things would be down in the basement, so... Tick-tock. Let's look at the clock here. Move a little closer. It's midnight. Now, where's the kitchen? I think it's in this way, isn't it? The dining room. The kitchen over here. I want to go to the basement. Don't ask me why I want to go to the basement, but I'm going to the basement. It's the only place I haven't explored. This must be it here. Yep. Okay, let's go. This is probably what the blue key's for, isn't it? Oh no, actually I unlocked that a long time ago. Oh my god, I'm in the basement. The room was too dark to see anything. The lamp wasn't lit, okay. Oh, cool. Great. Not too creepy at all. I think last time I was in here was this, right? Doesn't do anything. That's why we need an electrician. Oh, we never saw this last time. Just some uninteresting boxes. Okay. What's this? There was a drain cover in the concrete. Really? Valve is stuck. Can we oil it? That didn't need to be oiled. Hammer it. Can have enough surface to hit? Really? Knife it? Hurt myself? No such luck. Okay. We'll have to find something else to use down here, apparently. What else do we have over here? Furnace. Why am I crawling into a frickin' furnace? What am I doing? Are you crazy? This is insane. What is this? Oh god. Yep. I saw someone. Did you see that person? I haven't jumped like that in a long time, folks. That was not like a obvious jump scare. Oh wow. We need to go out of here. Hopefully no one turns the freaking thing on. How do I get out of here? Oh, it actually turned me around. Oh, that's kind of clever. Oh, great. The lights went out. So... something was over there. There was a huge furnace covering most of the east wall. I didn't understand why, but it began to feel terribly uneasy. It had a menacing look to it, almost like you could put a body in there and like burn them alive or something crazy. Oh man. I think it's time to get out of here. Time to get out of this area. The last drop of oil inside the lamp has been consumed. That is not a good thing. Okay, we need to go to bed. This night needs to end. I was too confused to think straight and decided almost against my will to return to bed. No, I think that's a pretty good choice, buddy. I'm kind of with you 100%, because sleeping will just make all the scary things not be scary anymore. So I am running to my bed. No one's in here, hopefully. Oh, 2 jump scares in one friggin' episode. Wow. Okay, time to go to sleep. Monday, October 14th. My third and final day inside Blackwood Manor began with an odd feeling of expectation. Still shaken about the occurrences of last night, I managed to pull myself together and focus on finding out what really happened inside this place. Alright, well, we're going to take a break here, and we'll see you in the next video of Scratches. Bye for now.